there, I'm Trevor Houston, the creator of the Who You Know Summit, and I'd like to welcome you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
On our program, we'd like to show you a job search like you've never seen.
Everything from getting noticed by employers, how to properly format your resume, and how to network effectively using LinkedIn to drive recruiters to your profile.
We even take suggestions from our amazing community.
So if you want to learn all things job search, go ahead and subscribe now.
Focus! It's all about the job search. So if you want to learn how to land that next success, you heard them. All you got to do is subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who you know
makes
who
a
y'all
difference.
know.
That's right.
who you know makes all the difference in your job search. All right, we're super excited. We've got a full house today. We've got an amazing show planned for you and some amazing guests. So just a quick shout out. We've got Skip Howard in the house. What's up, Skip?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing so good, so good. We also have behind the scenes. Y'all can't see him yet. We'll bring him up here in just a second. But we've got Jason Hopper and Anna Morgan. What's up? They're in the back going, whoop, whoop. All right, we actually have live in-person guests today.
Yeah,
this is different.
yeah, this is unique.
Now
Like we're not
we're
having to
talking.
look at a screen to talk to people. This
I know.
is great.
And our guests flew in from Atlanta and other places.
Yeah, so we're excited about this. Let's go to the audience real quick, give some shout-outs.
Shout out.
Shout-outs Wednesday.
Well-
Clayton Cunningham, what's up? Gretchen Haying. Did I say that right?
Melanie
I think so.
Melanie Kirk.
Amy Perman. Toby Tools. Patricia Bashy. Love you,
Hey, Patty
appreciate you.
Bashy.
Yep, we got Mark Lushington Murray.
Oh,
we
and
got
our friend Sharon Luckich is with us from
Sharon
Thomas Edwards
Luckich.
Group.
Oh, Sharon's on. Yeah, hey, we
Go
saw Sharon
Stars. I said it. I
yesterday.
said it, Sharon.
And we got Josh Ferris. Hey, Josh, great to see you. You are
Oh,
so active on
man.
LinkedIn. It's crazy.
Josh,
Good
that
work
video,
there.
man, wow.
Yes. Oh, yeah, he's doing a great job.
That was,
He's standing out, y'all. Y'all will see Josh. I'm just saying. All right,
And
guys.
as always, hype lady. our
Oh,
special
Meg
hype
Rose.
lady, Meg Rose. Hey, Meg Rose.
100%.
Meg Rose, I owe you a dad joke.
All right, guys, we like to bless the show
Yep.
with
Let's
a prayer
kick
for the
this off.
listeners.
Yep. Guys, about with me, there's a lot going on. This whole year has been just a trial and tribulation in of itself. So say a word with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the blessings of the day. Thank you for being with us and just blessing this show. I pray that you would be with those out there that are hurting. There's a lot of people that are going through tough times. This is just a crazy year. And dear Lord, I just pray that you would watch over Christy Bonner's family, her friends. We've lost her way too soon, and just pray that you would give them comfort and give them peace. We're also going through just such a tough time with plague, famine, floods, natural disasters. I mean, it really is just reminding us that we are not in control. You are, and you have a plan for us, and help us not to forget that. I just pray that you would be with the job seekers as they're going through their search, help them with whatever tools and skills they need, help them to get the support that they need, find the resources that will get them to where they want to be. And in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. We got a lot to be thankful for, a lot of landings. I know a couple here.
Oh, yeah.
So, guys, get your hands on LinkedIn. Get ready.
Yeah, you guys are going to need your hands.
Get your donut emojis ready. We've got Elena Shaw and Marie Vera. So, congratulations.
Hey,
Who
yeah.
else we got, guys?
We got a whole list. Foster, you want to start off? You want to kick this list off?
Okay,
here?
so guys, Jelena Mitich, she's VP of Marketing at Bellascura. Jeff Lively is VP of Shared Services. Mr. Cooper, Beth Strong's Office Manager at Innovative Glass Products. Okay, Alicia McGee, Finance Manager at Total Medical Personnel. My main man, 50 grand, Keith Norris, is the Northern District Facilitator for UPS. It's a promotion for Keith. He's been there for a minute. Guys, who else we got? Cam Kladowski, I can't forget you because you are a recruiter and you're at Capgemini now. So you know what? I'm going to be calling you. We need to know what's going on.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
talking
right.
about.
That's right. Carol White of our HR group. Carol, yay. Carol's now VP of Octane Lending. She's VP of People. In other words, VP of HR, guys. So Denise Walgren, Credit Risk Specialist for Freedom Mortgage. And we got Corey Ladd, last and not least, VP of Project Management with Cody. Now, guys, you guys hear all these VPs? We got some people that we need to stay in contact with, so okay?
Well, and I think we skipped one. Marty Hines.
Marty,
Marty Hines.
Marty, I'm sorry.
Rolled out of permanent contract to hire.
Yeah, he's at Federal Home Loan Bank now, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, Marty. Congratulations, everybody.
You guys see what's happening? Get job seekers if you can't keep your heads up.
Wow.
Now.
So last week we had 9, now we had 12
yeah,
or
we
something.
had,
Man,
just everybody
big round of applause, guys. Round of applause for all those landings.
Awesome.
Let's see some hands on LinkedIn. That is amazing. Hey, Foster, you got the tip of the week this week, man. What you got?
Okay, guys, have you guys heard us talking about spray and pray? Y'all, don't send your resume. I hear Anna Morgan back there laughing. Anna and I talked about this a few weeks ago on Career Launch Live. Guys, stop sending your resume everywhere. Oh, I want them to have my resume. That's all they're going to have.
Yep.
It's just going to go in that
Come on, guys.
track. And say, come on, you guys. If you get excited about the job, you're getting excited because you're fit for that job. Now, you should send that resume in tailored. And then, what do you do second after you send it in, Trevor?
Then you go get a person involved, a human being.
Follow up.
Boy. That's what you need to do.
Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Yeah, spray and pray. That's what my 4-year-old does. That's what my 4-year-old does.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do what my 4-year-old does.
Wow. That's awesome. Well, I love that. I love that. So speaking of, guys, this is something you've probably seen before. It was a landing that happened here recently, what we call the Who You Know alumni. His name is Clay Timmons. Can we go ahead and play that video?
Hi, Clay Timmons here. I wanted to share my story of how Who You Know helped me land a job. I was laid off when the pandemic affected the economy, and I thought I knew lots of tips of finding a job. Had an interview, went really well, thought I would get the job, and a day later I got the no thank you call. Then I attended the Career Transition Summit and got a few new tips that really helped and energized me. And one of those tips was to use the short bomb videos to get attention. So the next time I landed an interview, I put together a short video and sent that. I got on the Zoom video, and one of the first questions I asked the interviewer was, "Have you seen my video?" And he said no, which I already knew because of the tracking that bomb videos provide you. I could tell no one had watched it. So he actually clicked on it right then and there and watched it, and he said wow, and he was impressed. The interview went well, and then I could tell other people had watched the video, including the CEO of the company, I later found out. So the interview progressed to a second interview, and now I have an offer letter. I think that video really made me stand out. There were over 111 applicants for this job, and that one little tip, I think, really made me stand out and gave me the edge that I helped to land a job. I'm so thankful to Who You Know for sharing all their wisdom and tips on getting a job.
All right, big round of applause and a special congratulations to Clay Timmons.
Clay landed.
All right, guys, so I'm real excited because we actually, in that video, he talks about how the CEO watched it and all that kind of stuff. Well, we actually have the CEO. We've got Skip Howard in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Skip is the CEO of Spacee, which is one of the leading technology companies in the augmented reality sector. So Spacee's technology can turn 2- or 3-dimensional surfaces into a touchscreen using only light. For example, Spacee turned the hood of a Mercedes-Benz into a touchscreen showing the inner workings of the engine, pricing, and video clips. So we're super excited to have you here with us, Skip. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We get to have a lot of fun at Spacee. But yeah, no, it's so neat seeing Clay. I get to work with that guy, and I can't believe anyone turned him down. He's so bright, so we're very lucky.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, his story is exactly what we teach in the summit, right? On strategies on how to get noticed. But I'm curious, what was your perception of that video? Because we get a lot of people, their first, when we teach them the strategy, they're they start thinking like negatively, like what is the other person going to think on the other side? So I'm curious, what was your thought? What was your view?
Yeah, well, as you saw in his testimonial, we did have hundreds of applicants, and we're still hiring for multiple jobs, and hundreds of applicants. And so when I saw that, it was neat. It was like, okay, what's this about, right? And then I watched him do a demonstration to show his technology acumen, and I'm like, whoa, no one's done that before. Right. And so
no, I didn't teach him that.
Well,
I did not teach him that. So Clay, that's all on you, man. You did amazing. We were actually talking behind the scenes about that.
Right.
So normally what we teach in our summit is to send in like a thank you to say, hey, appreciate your time, and I learned a lot about the company culture, and basically a thank you email with a video in it. So Clay took it a step above and beyond, and he sent in basically like a how-to. He was showing his skill set. He was, because it's technology, and he was showing.
But it also matched what we do and what we need. And he did some research and figured out what we would probably care about.
Right.
And it was just like, man, he rose above all of those resumes.
So he literally made you say, and you saw it in his video, say wow. He wowed you.
He sure did. I shared it with a lot of people when I saw it. I was like, look at this guy who's interviewing here.
That's what happened.
So you shared it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is why we call this the Trojan horse. Okay, so notice at the end of that video, I had a Trojan horse.
Yeah.
We call it the Trojan horse because when Clay sends that video to you or to the recruiter or the hiring manager, he wows you. It's something you haven't seen before. It's creative. And you're like, oh my gosh, wow. And so what did you do? You forwarded it.
Yeah.
And next thing you know,
I fell for the Trojan horse. I guess.
You fell for the Trojan
horse.
I
didn't know that. So.
And then from there, he gets to see the tracking. And so on average, these videos get played 15 times, replays, because it's getting forwarded around the company.
All around the company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's more to it than just the video, right? And we care so much about aptitude, and we really care about our people and getting the right cultural fit and all of that. But even the way he just presented himself on the video.
He was good.
Yeah. And the thank yous and the follow-ups and all of that I would agree, is just as critical, right?
Plays right into what you guys do for a living.
Yeah, it sure does. Sure does.
So I got a quick question because, obviously Clay is, not a 20-year-old. Right? And we get a lot of folks who come through the Career Transition Network, and unfortunately, they're a little later in their career, right? They're a little more tenured, a little more senior. We know age bias is real. So the question is how did that put him in your view, using that technology, interacting or engaging with you in that way?
So none of that really becomes a factor when you see something special, right? And
Mic drop.
Yeah, drop that.
Boom.
I would also like to say we really try not to be biased on there, right? We don't want that. We want diversity. We want lots of different opinions and lots of ways to do things. So we really try not to put that in there anyway. But I would argue, even if that existed and you show me something special and something that's going to be a fit and you're going to solve my problems, which is really why we're hiring people, is to grow and solve problems.
Mic drop.
All right. I don't care how old you are,
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You're going to add value. I can see it.
The hundreds of applicants that you got, I'm sure there were probably plenty of
several of smart
millennials.
Smart
I
people.
mean, all ages, and so I would think that certainly made him stand out to you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the audience real quick. We just had 2 mic drop moments. Okay.
Already.
So it was add value. What was the first one you said?
I don't remember now.
You don't even remember?
No,
Special.
It's something special outside the norm.
There's something special about him. He's showcasing how he's special.
Yeah.
And he's solving a problem. Was number
Solving
2,
a problem.
Because that's why you were hiring.
2 mic drop moments. Okay, let's go to the audience real quick. Let's see. What's a good question that we can ask the audience? What's a good question we can ask?
How do you stand out?
Yeah.
What makes you stand out? What's different about you?
Okay, so Clay Timmons' video that we played just a second ago of the Trojan horse, his testimonial video, what did the recruiter say once they finally watched the video? Put a hashtag, and then what did the recruiter say? Tell me in the comments section. And so you you're with Spacee and you've got a swag bag or something, we're going to connect with.
We'll give you some cool.
Yeah, we're going to get some cool. Tell us more about Spacee while we're waiting on these comments to pour in.
So we are an ultra high tech company. We are a computer vision company. So computer vision is a subset of artificial intelligence, right? And so we solve problems and make products for some of the largest companies in the world. We have a Dallas entity, a UK entity, soon to have an Australian and Canadian. We're growing, right? But what we really do, we have two main branches. One is what we call Spacee Sense, where we project touch screens onto the 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional world. So the car is one example, turning your glass into a touchscreen without powering your glass. So basically making unbreakable touchscreens. Now,
love that. That's so cool.
But now, and this is retailers are our primary market, right? So now nobody wants to touch anything because COVID's here. So we have the ability to hover over virtual or physical objects to learn more about them. So you don't have to touch anything. It's kind of like Minority Report on steroids. And then our second branch is we make small supply chain robots. Little invisible robots is what we call them. They live on a price channel and they basically do out-of-stock detection and planogram detection and all sorts of other several billion-dollar problems that our customers have. So everybody here has probably ordered food online and had to go pick it up and had a problem with your order, right? They don't have something or they have to upgrade you for free. And we are unfortunately solving that for you guys. So the retailer's not going to lose so much money in having to make those fixes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
How are you going to fix that problem?
So if we know what's on the shelf in real time, you can't sell it to somebody if it's not there.
Got it.
Right?
Okay, that
or
makes sense.
you need to stock it.
That makes sense.
A lot of
inventory.
A lot of problems we solve there.
That's awesome. All right, let's see who we got here. We got the comments are just pouring in. I got to go back in time.
I think on my feed at least, I see Josh Ferris.
Of course.
Yep, I got Josh Ferris. Yep. He says, wow. It's one of Foster's favorites word. Come on, Foster, do it.
Oh, I got it from Flavor Flav. Wow.
Wow.
That's good.
So congratulations, Josh Ferris. We got a swag bag coming your way, man. That is awesome. You also said that you're still hiring. You got some other roles. Is there anything specifically that you want to plug? Or
engineers right now. We need engineers. We are scaling and growing around the world. So,
what type of engineers?
Full stack coders, front end coders, embedded systems, and mechanical things like that.
What about QA folks? Do you guys
we have one more QA position to hire for.
Do you guys do a good job of getting all your positions on your website?
We have a VP of HR that works for us right now who he mines LinkedIn and finds us the best people.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I wish I had another mic. What did he say? Oh, there we go.
Love it. All right.
We just like to brand stuff
This is cool.
Here.
All right.
Y'all wait till we get the golden mic, okay? That might be next show, but quick story. I bought a golden mic. Literally, I bought it on Amazon. I bought this little trophy golden mic, and I threw it to see how durable it was. And the first throw, it smashed over like a million pieces. Because we like to break stuff. So
that's key. I mean, that just points out to the fact that you have to be on. I mean, that's where they're sourcing, right? That's where they're sourcing candidates.
Absolutely.
What other types of positions? I mean, I'm sure you have business operations, sales, and business development.
So ops is going to grow heavily. Ops is, we're in COVID, so not a lot of people are back in the office. So ops is virtual, and you can handle a whole lot more with less people right now. That is going to be ending at least by next year. I think everybody has their, targets, right?
Yeah.
I wish it's tomorrow. I hope it's tomorrow.
Right.
But, it's probably going to be a while. So ops is growing, but that's a little more slow, right? Engineers is our heaviest focus because we're a tech company. And sales will be growing too, and account managers will be growing as well.
So you guys heard it here. All those roles, Spacee, y'all need to go connect with the website, connect with us, connect with Skip.
Can I say careers@spacee.com?
Careers@spacee.com.
There you go.
See that? Right?
Yep, and look it up. It's Spacee, the letter E, right? Just like his shirt.
2 E's.
Two E's, guys. It's 2 E's. Yeah.
Yep. Love it. Guys, Skip, thank you so much for coming,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Really appreciate you. Thanks for talking about the story and for hiring that guy. He's, Clay, he's a great guy. He is a rock star. He makes you say,
Clay
wow.
Sharp is a hypodermic
Wish
needle.
everybody good luck. Good luck.
All right, guys, we got to go to a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, we got Jason Hopper in the house.
Jason is coming.
And do something tech related. CodeUp is the place for you. When I came to CodeUp, I was actually working at a chain hair salon. It was just starting not to be for me anymore. My goals were to never work a weekend ever again, to have full health care and benefits, and to just have more time with my son. And now I've met all of those goals. I don't have any regrets. I just regret not coming sooner when I saw those billboards when I was driving down the highway.
How are you spending extra time at home? Perfecting kitchen skills? Learning a new language? What about your education? At Waldorf University, we're offering 25% off your first online course. It's your time. It's your future. Start today.
The Who You Know Network has helped me tremendously with my job search. They've really taught me how to connect with people, how to really network with people, especially in these times where it's a bit difficult. They also taught me some methods, some techniques to help me stand out from the crowd.
I can't say enough about the Who You Know Network. Trevor and the guys were very instrumental in making sure that I got increased activity in my job search. Taught me a lot of tools and tricks, a bunch of other stuff that you'd think a guy like me who'd been in the recruiting business for a while would already know, but they've been very helpful and I would highly recommend them.
I was convinced to go to the summit that they have on Mondays. I learned so much just from that little amount of time. It was just such a great, supportive group of people. And when they made the engagement pod, Who You Know team as a whole, they keep you focused and they work with you. They work alongside you.
I've learned things about changing up my resume and making it more customized for every single job search and job application, as well as updating and really personalizing not only my cover letters, but my thank you notes when I've had interviews. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who you know.
You want to try that again?
Who you know.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Who
See,
you know.
there it is right there.
Who you know can make all the difference in your job search. We are back. We've got a very special guest with us today, Jason Hopper. What's going on, Jason?
Hey, Trevor. It's nice to be here.
Man, we appreciate you coming. So, guys, let me give you a little bit of Jason's background. He's a career coach at Jewish Family Services of Greater Dallas, who provides individualized assistance to identify career options for those in employment transition with a focus on placement, improving job search effectiveness, I can't read, effectiveness, achieving career goals, and re-employment. Everybody welcome Jason Hopper. Woo!
Let's clap for Trevor getting through it.
Yeah, I know, right? That was long.
There's a lot of big words in there.
Yeah, I had to memorize that whole thing. You did it for me. I appreciate it.
Love that. Well, thank you so much for coming and being with us. Jewish Family Services has been an amazing resource, an amazing partner. Mitch Jacobs over there, y'all. It's just been amazing.
Mitch is great.
Allison, yeah.
Yes, our director.
And you guys have been at it. They've been at it for a while. You've been with them for a little while, have you not?
It's my 7th month. I started right before the lockdown. It was a very interesting start.
Yeah.
But now I'm, as of September, 7 months in.
So, like, right when... Okay, so when did you start? I'm sorry.
I started on the 13th of March.
So right when COVID...
They hired Jason thinking... They knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming. They were like, okay...
Yeah.
We got to get ready because country's going to shut down.
Yeah. I was in the office with the team for my first day, and then half of the day, second day before we shut down.
Wow. So, okay, let me ask you this.
Wow.
I would ask you how things have changed, but you weren't there pre. So, what have you seen? Like, has it just been complete chaos or?
No, there's been a lot of adjustment, of course, as you know, like
Yeah.
everything's being done virtually now.
Okay.
As far as, coaching goes, we do offer virtual coaching. We look later this month, guys, look for it. We will have our orientations and online webinars coming up later this month.
Great.
Beautiful, beautiful. Good. Got to get that education back up there and that support. So we got an opportunity, when was that? Last year sometime. I can't remember exactly when. We went and did a presentation at your facility. Mitch Jacobs was just amazing. Got to see behind the scenes. Y'all have a pantry and all kinds of. Tell us all about the resources that are there and available.
So, the food pantry right now is all mobile. It's Thursdays from 9 to 12.
Wow.
I would suggest you get there early. They are feeding hundreds of people each week. So drop that off. We do have, I'm in the career coach, but we do have financial coaches as well that help out with not you, but job seekers, their their finances.
Right.
We also have counselors online, virtual now, obviously, not in person, unfortunately, anymore, but that can help with serious mental illnesses as well. Yeah,
I think that the job search, it takes a big impact on people in multiple different areas. It's not just, job, but it's your financial situation, your mental health. Like, there's a domino effect in it. It just really hurts people. They say it's actually like a loss.
Yeah,
like when you lose
go
your job,
through the stages of grieving.
Stages of grieving.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And then tackle on not being able to support the family and the fear of losing your home or whatever. Like, all those different fears start to creep in, and so that's where the mental side of it comes in, right?
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because that does go hand in hand. So every client that we gets assigned not only a career coach but a financial coach as well to kind of help try to ease that burden. But you're right, it does affect everybody differently, and it is more of a mental state. And it's just one of the things we want to do is make sure we get everybody in the right mental state.
Right. Before the show, me and you were kind of talking about some people. Right, you said your goal is to get them from here to here, right? And your job is to get them to the other side. Sometimes you run into a person that maybe a little bit harder to get there. What do you think what do you think is holding people back from getting to where they want to go?
I think some of it is just clinging to how things used to be. It's like, oh well, you guys all know you don't write resumes with objectives anymore. That's not a thing. But, some people, no, we got to have that objective. Or, when people come into a job search, oftentimes they don't really understand job search, right? They think we're just going to apply to a job and somebody's going to call.
Pray.
Oh,
pray
and pray.
That doesn't work.
Goodness, no.
It does not work. You need to be focused. And it's one of the things that, that I want everybody to know is that if you are more shotgun based, just applying to everything out there, it's just like a shotgun. It's messy.
Yeah, boy, is it
goes everywhere.
Yeah.
You want to be like a laser and targeted on specific things.
Yeah.
In your job search.
Well, and I think that there's a problem for some people, and I'd like to hear kind of your opinion on this, because there's some people that they don't know what they want to do, right? They don't have a clear-cut direction, but if you have to be strategic in your search, how do they navigate that then?
That's interesting because I have a lot of clients who are in that position, because what's happened, Mark, is we all went into lockdown. And when that happened, we all had a lot of free time. And so what happened was everybody started kind of reflecting on things and like, do I even like my job? And so I've had more than a few clients go, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Okay, so what do you want to do, right? And that's the question. Now, everybody's going to come to that and figure that out themselves. Usually what I tell everybody is, like, think about what it is you like. Like, what do you like to do?
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I always use the example of movies. Like, you like movies? Okay, go work at Cinemark, corporate office down on Dallas Parkway and Parker. Movies are opening up again slowly, so but you get my drift. Like, if you like dogs, go work at Petco corporate.
I love this conversation. I love this conversation. I love that question because I actually watched a video today. It was from Gary Vee, right? You know Gary Vaynerchuk, right? And so his perspective on it was, it's almost like trying different foods, right? And how do you know what you like unless you go try a bunch of different things? And he's like, if you only ate pizza and hot dogs, well, how do you know you don't like sushi and all these other different foods? You got to go try different things. And he said you may not have the luxury to do that, right? The financial resources to just go try things, right? And that's where you have to, you got to do what you got to do to pay the bills, and then after hours, you're putting in the extra work. You're you're volunteering your time. You're doing things that are,
Absolutely. I just
closer to it.
I had a conversation with a client the other day, and she's like, well, because there's a potential offer, and she's like, what if I get the job and I don't like it? I'm like, go get another job. Like don't just quit that job, but like the internet doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
So you can still do things after hours to get something else or a different opportunity.
So let me tell you something. I transitioned from the auto industry into financial services, okay? And I want to tell you, that was a tough transition, and let me explain why. I went from being a top producer in the auto industry, making $150,000 a year, right, to getting into something that I had no idea what I was getting myself into, to be honest with you.
Right.
Had no clue. And I had to work those 13, 14, 15-hour days, right, in the car business.
Yeah.
And then go study after, right?
Yeah.
After a 13, 14, 15-hour day. And then go on the weekends.
For your licenses.
For my licenses and getting all that stuff situated. And then on the weekends, I would go out with Brian Craig to go do field work, right? When I'm supposed to be resting because I just put in a 15-hour day, I'm out in the field. So it's about putting in extra. It's about, like, if you really want to make that transition to something new, it's going to take some effort. 8 hours may not cut. It may not,
may not be enough time to get it done.
It may not be enough.
Yeah. You can pivot. You just said it.
Yeah.
You can do it, but you got to put time and work in.
You got to put the effort
It's just
in.
not going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
that won't just come, will it?
Yeah.
Need that relationship, guys. Help you do that thing.
Well, and kind of tie into that theme is guest after guest after guest. The last several shows that we've had, we've talked about this. It's been a kind of an underlying theme, and that is grit.
Grit.
Right? That is just fortitude, both mentally and physically or physiologically, just having the fortitude to put the work in to get to where you want to get to. I mean, it's not easy. You have to put the work in.
Right. You can't. That's the thing. You just can't give up. And what's the stats? Like the people that they're that close and then they give up, and it's like the things right. It's the next two things.
If you knew,
right?
Like that's the problem with it is you don't know when it's going to happen.
Right.
You can't see it, right? But if you knew where it was, you would keep going, right?
Right.
Like you would keep going, but because you can't see it, you stop, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I talk to clients all the time, and they're like, "Well, I just don't know if I'm going to get a job." I'm like, "No, you're going to get a job.
It's going to happen.
You're going to get a job. Now, you've got to put in the work to get the job.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here with you to try to help you get the job, but you're going to get the job. You got to keep going. You want to quit, but."
I had to throw that because look, you got passionate, boy.
You're going to get the job.
You're going to get the job today.
His eyes got all big.
like WWE or something. That you're going to get the job today. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I love it.
I get very excited. I'm like,
That's
man.
good.
It's like,
yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna if you put the work in, it's going to happen.
The only way they're not going to get the job, they go home, sit down, and go to sleep.
I mean, you don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to be there.
That's right.
You've got to put the work. It's going to be there. It will. I just know it is. I just feel like it.
It's going to happen.
Feel it.
We've been doing this a long time, and we see it all the time. People that feel like we had a guy that was 28 months. Remember that? 28 months.
Yeah.
George. Love him to death.
George.
Great guy. Amazing guy. George, talented. I mean, really, 28 months.
28 months.
Can you imagine that, right? And the rejection and just constant. I mean, 28 months of rejection. Whew.
Yeah.
Man,
And
and
he kept
it's not like he wasn't trying. That guy
And
was
he kept his head up. He kept his.
one of the most positive guys
Oh my
you
God.
ever meet.
George Mendiola, you listening, brother?
That's key right there. And it kind of goes back to Trevor. You know this, that sales mentality. Every no you get is going to get you that much closer to the yes.
Right.
And you only need the one. You only need the one.
Where's the mic?
Trevor's out of mic.
Yes. Oh!
Mike's flying
It's a
everywhere
dead
around
ringer.
here.
That's a golden mic.
That's a dead ringer.
That's the mic right there.
Oh, it's in the gold.
You couldn't do that again if you tried.
Yep. That's pretty good. He got it.
Guys, we've got the largest job seeker network around that we know anything about. If you can't get out there and get to be a part of what's going on and allow this thing to happen that Jason is talking about, and they don't know what to tell you.
Yep, 100%. All right, so we got a question. What are we gonna? What are we
got?
gonna ask the
Yeah,
audience?
you got a giveaway, right?
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
Yep.
Do you have a question for the audience?
Oh, that's
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot.
You did put me on the spot, bro.
Come on, Jason.
Yeah.
How many times do you follow up?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Because I know there are a lot of job seekers out there that don't follow up.
Yeah, right.
And you go, you get the interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anything, or maybe you do hear something, and they go, "Yeah, sorry, we're not interested." Okay, what now? What now? You gonna follow up? By the way, that's a warm lead. By the way, that's a warm lead. Like if you're still looking for work 4 to 6 weeks later, call them back up to remind them that you met.
All right, we got some answers pouring in. So, okay, we got to find out how many times do you follow up? Okay, so let's see.
The
here.
first answer in was Chuck Lentz. He said 5.
5.
But Patty Basher says until I get an answer.
Chuck says 5.
Damn good. I like that answer.
I like that
until you
answer.
get an answer.
That's right.
Bill Randolph wrote 6.
Who was it that said until you get an answer?
Patty Basher out in Phoenix.
I think, okay, so I think that's it. I mean, 3 times, Greg says as many times as it takes.
What answer did you have?
Yeah, what were you looking for?
Continual. Or Patty Bash, like until you
Like
get an
Patty,
answer.
yeah, exactly.
And I'm not talking like an answer. I'm not talking like a no necessarily, but like business needs change. Business needs change. What if the person they hired didn't work out? What if there's growth? Like there's so many variables, but if you don't continue to follow up, you're not gonna know.
Build those relationships along the way. As the people that are helping you, ask them how can you help them if they're looking for something else.
Exactly. That's the thing.
So when I was in the auto industry, my sales manager told me just call them until they tell you to, beep, beep, beep. Yeah, like they said, he said just call them and call them and call them and call them until they tell you to screw off.
Trevor, I don't want a car. Buy.
Right, I'm not buying. Like you gotta be persistent. Okay, now you don't want to be like there's a fine line between being pesky, right, being a pest, and like good follow up. But the motto's the same. Until they tell you no, it's not closed yet. The door's not closed until they tell you no.
Yeah, like 4 to 6 weeks on a follow up is fine. Every week, every day is a little too much. Yes.
Yeah.
So do we give it a Patty Bashy? Patty Bashy?
Yep.
Patty
Bashy. All right.
All right, Patty.
All right.
So what are we giving to Patty?
Well, we're gonna send Patty a list of the 100 companies that are hiring presently during COVID.
Nice. Okay. So Patty, you're gonna have a list sent to you, a hit list. Yeah, we're gonna have a targeted hit list, and we're gonna see what we can do to.
Actually, you know what?
What?
What if we gave that to everybody?
Uh-oh.
Does everybody want a list?
You get a car.
Wait, it was
You
a
get a
golden
car.
mic.
You get a car.
You get a list.
You get a motorcycle.
I tell you what, if y'all want the list and you want to email me at the letter J, Hopper, HOPPER, at JFSDallas.org, I'll get you that list.
Nice. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody wins today.
Now
Everybody wins.
There's a question. We still got to do something special for Patty. So we got to come up with something.
Yeah, we'll
she
figure
wants.
something.
Yeah, we'll figure something out,
We'll figure
Patty.
something out for Patty. We got you. All right, just a couple more questions before we go to a quick commercial break. Jason, what does networking mean to you? What's your definition of networking?
Here's what I always tell everybody. Networking is about helping. I tell everybody, all my clients, I tell everybody, go into networking with this attitude. How can I help you?
That is, wait a minute. Hold on, go. That is absolutely.
People go to or attend networking events, and sometimes they have the wrong mindset, which is, what can you do for me?
Right.
And that's not going to work. If you go into a networking situation, how can I help you? You're going to catch more genuine contacts. They're going to be more willing to help you.
100%.
This is one of the reasons, guys, I love this show is because you guys are a complete network, right? I've made so many connections just hanging out in the chat and talking to talking to everybody, and everybody's willing to help everybody.
Love that.
Right? Yeah. That is the best.
Dang, I should have brought the cannon. Y'all get ready for the cannon. I told the producer today, I told him, I said, hey, I've got a confetti cannon. I bought these little confetti cannons, and they go boom. And he's like, who's going to clean that up? Don't you worry about that.
Holden was worried he was going to have to clean it up, I think.
Holden, that's not in your job description, man.
One of these days, we're going to have to get Holden on the show up here. He's our producer.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does a phenomenal job. What do y'all think about Holden's production of all this stuff? What do y'all think about that? That's a good job.
Always ace.
Absolutely good job.
Oh, yeah.
Does a great job.
Holden's a man. Behind the curtain.
Well, Jason, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you coming. Is there anything else that you want to make sure the job seekers know? Anything specific you want to plug?
Guys, if you want to keep moving, keep getting a job, keep trying, don't give up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't give up.
Jason, there are a number of people, I'm talking about more than 10, that are like, that's Jason, that's my man, 50 grand.
Oh.
Jason is the man. You know, I mean,
I told everybody I know to watch. My wife and kid are at home watching right now.
Nice.
So shout out to them. And I know my team is watching it as well. So
yeah, Mitch is right here.
I saw Mitch earlier and said, hey, on the chat while Skip was on. So,
well, speaking of, guys, so he's inviting his friends and family. If you invite your friends and family,
That's
just
right.
go ahead and tag them in the comments, right? Or just hit that share button. Right? I mean, or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Whatever you want to do, whatever you feel, led to do. That's
job seekers, you guys, if you're looking for a job, guys, go check out JFS. Just check it. Go check it out, and you'll see something that'll add value. I guarantee you will.
Even if you're not a job seeker, if you just need help, coaching, you need somebody to talk to, you 100%. Need counseling, you need food. I mean, JFS has got all the resources.
We do have jobs posted on there. We got leads. We're here for you if you need anything.
Love it.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
Live.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not on the screen.
That's great. It's amazing being here. It's just so awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Guys, let's go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we got Anna Morgan in the house. All
right, Anna.
At Waldorf University, we are committed to helping you discover a path to success. Our flexible online degree programs give you the freedom you need and deserve. Take the first step and receive 25% off your first course today.
Hi everyone, I'm Margaret Martinez, and this is my first LinkedIn video. I'm a certified bilingual training and development professional, and my passion is working with a company's most precious asset, its employees. Whether it be new employee orientation, leadership courses, or HR compliance, I like to train employees so they can reach their full potential and be as effective and productive as they can be in their jobs. I'm looking for my next opportunity with a great company seeking a dedicated training professional. If you know of someone I should be connected with, tag them in the comments below. Thank you and have a great day.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
who y'all know?
who you know can make all the difference in your job search.
You need to know this person.
Oh man, we're back and we've got a very special guest. We got Anna Morgan in the house. So Anna is the founder of CareerBFF, okay? A renowned career coach, job strategist, a talent acquisition specialist. She's the co-host of Job Seeker Hotline and has been featured guest with powerhouse coaches like Jess Smith, John Norrell, and has appeared on the Tim and Jim show, as well as the bow tie guy, the bow tie guy.
Oh,
Daryl Perry.
Yeah.
Daryl Perry.
She
in
is a
Atlanta.
wife, a mother, a yoga enthusiast, a lover of rescue dogs, and your career's best friend. Everybody welcome Anna Morgan.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be
And
here.
Anna and I were on Career Launch live.
Yep, we were. It was so fun with
Yeah.
Catherine McCord.
Catherine
Shout out
McCord.
to Catherine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you flew all the way, you came all the way down
Atlanta,
here.
right?
Well, guess what I'm doing here? I'm networking.
Oh.
I'm here for business.
Career
My
BFF,
husband's
y'all.
meeting clients. So, you know, the power of LinkedIn, right, people? I've been supporting the show.
Thank you.
I've been commenting.
You have been.
And then what did I do?
Came down here.
I left, I left Trevor a voice note.
Yeah.
We'd never spoken on the phone. And I said, hey, this is Anna Morgan, your career BFF. This is going to be super forward, but this is how I work. I'm coming into town on the 2nd, and you should have me on your show.
Yep, that's
And
exactly.
he said yes.
Ask and you shall receive.
But that's also the power of commenting and
Mhm.
building your brand in the comments and on LinkedIn. So
Yeah, I
he knew
figured-
exactly who I was.
I figured, I'm like, okay, if she's going to fly all the way down here, and you know, I mean, and she was very forward and direct, and I was like, yeah.
We'll make it
Let's do
happen.
it. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Now, Anna, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Is the heartbeat of Atlanta and Dallas real similar?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to work at Buckhead,
Love Buckhead.
Software Service Corporation.
I'm a born and raised Georgia peach, so
Oh, man.
I had to, you know, spend a little time up north to snag a husband and bring him back.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Otherwise, it's
Have
worked
you
out
taken
really
him to the varsity for a hamburger,
Of
though?
course.
We're at up north.
He lived in lived in Glastonbury, Connecticut. So
Oh, okay.
we
Oh, dude,
we
that's
met in
perfect.
Boston. We lived there for a couple years.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
Boston. We lived in Southie.
Tell us
yeah.
a little bit about how and why you got into being a coach and being the BFF.
Yeah, so, you know, rescuer of animals and careers. I had been in recruiting. I was an agency headhunter for 10 plus years, and I had just built this brand that I was the person that everyone would message if they had a career or job search question. And after 1 year in corporate America, I realized that it was probably not where I wanted to be long term. And I decided to start CareerBFF as a side hustle. And then, so I worked on perfecting my skills and building my brand. And May 1st, I was laid off from my corporate position,
Oh,
like
yeah.
so many other people.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I always recommend that we have side hustles, because that way I was able to just pivot full time into serving job seekers and continuing to grow CareerBFF, which was awesome.
Oh!
Doing
Ring
what you
around the
wanted to
mic.
do
Have
all
a
along
side
anyway.
hustle.
Hey, that's called ring around the mic.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
you
you
made
did it too?
That's
Yeah.
the ring around the mic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I love what you said. You said that you need to get that side hustle.
Yes.
And oftentimes your side hustle becomes your main hustle. It just happens that way.
Right.
It's what you're passionate
Yeah, it
about.
does. Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. And I just kept seeing, you know, opportunities working in that corporate setting where I felt like I could share best practices and help job seekers level up in getting in front of corporate recruiters, and then also having that knowledge as an agency recruiter, because how you get the two's attention, it can be a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah. So Anna, while you were going along, all of this time, did you have a little nudge, a little idea in the back of your head that there was something coming that you probably were going to be a part of, and has what's happened now become that thing that you were thinking?
Well, I mean, I think the evolution of Career BFF, like doing that part-time and, you know, I had gotten the permission from my employer to market the two simultaneously, which was great. And then I just kept investing in learning best practices on LinkedIn. I worked with Judy Fox, who's a great,
Judy Fox.
yeah, shout out to Judy.
Judy Fox, what?
Yeah. She's,
Judy.
Judy Fox, love you. Such a great business BFF and amazing human being. But
she's
shared some practices that really helped expand Career BFF. And, you know, now I share some of those practices with job seekers as well to help them stand out on the platform.
Yeah, I love that. We got to interview her at Video Marketing World last year, and yeah, she was awesome. Okay, we got to rewind though, because we had a ring around the mic moment. Okay,
right.
So I got a question for the audience. This has nothing to do with anything, but we're just going to throw the question out there and see who gets the answer right.
Toss it.
I'm the only one that's got the correct answer. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Tell me your answer in the comments.
Oh, goodness.
There's only one answer I'm looking for. All right. So, anyways.
I'm curious to see what the answers are going to be.
Look at Mark's face.
10.
10,
Mark's
wrong. Wrong. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Keep saying it.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Ding, ding.
I can't do it.
My kids know what that one's about. Ding, ding. We were on a road trip, and I don't know why, but we were just driving, and I was singing that, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Ding, ding.
I just thought about your mother, and I just thought about your mom and you as a kid.
I probably drove her nuts.
Ellen O'Brien says, hello, is so glad to see you.
All right, let's see what we got. Ellen says 1. Let's see. Roxanne says 0.
Michael Goldberg said none. 0.
Patty said he would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck chucks as a woodchuck could chuck wood.
She should just get that for typing that out that fast.
You guys don't even have woodchucks out there. It's too hot.
Infinity. Philip says hashtag a lot.
Bill Jones says a cord.
Bridget says 700 pounds.
A cord of wood.
700 pounds.
Woodchucks don't chuck woods. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? That commercial. It was a Geico commercial or something like that. And the guy's like, hey, woodchuck, quit chucking my wood.
Oh, yeah.
And the woodchuck's just throwing wood in the water.
Throwing wood in the water and stuff.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's stupid.
Woodchuck.
Man,
Squirrel.
come on, y'all.
Yeah, I was like,
squirrel, woodchuck.
How about y'all just throw some numbers in? Because I don't see the answer yet. Just throw some numbers real quick. Just like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just do that.
6.8.
Lee Rutherford
So
says how much wood is a wood could chuck and chuck.
Come on, guys. Let's see him. Let's see. How would you know? 700 pounds, 100? No. Oh, man. Audience fail.
Too obscure.
This is like The Price is Right, but everybody's wrong. There's only one.
I think it was the question.
Wow.
It might have been the
question. 35, no.
So,
all right, hold up. Holly, you got it.
What
Holly knows.
of course he knows.
Then Holly said 5 after that.
She did say 5. She knows the answer.
Oh my goodness.
It's 5.
So question, Anna. So you get to talk with people, right? People in career transition, searching for their next successful position all over the country, all over the world perhaps. Is there an underlying theme as to what people are struggling with, like that you're seeing?
That's a good question.
Oh, that is a good question.
I think what I'm seeing, the pattern that I'm seeing is, and you guys hit on it before, is about like resiliency and persistence, and then not giving up. I have one client that I'm working with, and she was targeting a big company, Nestle in Ohio, and she said, well, I commented once, I sent my resume, and I left a voicemail. I think I'm going to move on. And I was like, do you want to work for Nestle? Let's get after it. We've got all kinds of things we can do. We can do the video messaging. We can do the voice note messaging on LinkedIn. You can send her a handwritten message, via old mail. We have to take radical responsibility for our career and our job search strategy and be willing to go to any length to get that desired outcome. And, can't give up. You know, 3 touches is not going to yield the result. You know, like the testimonial video that you were talking about earlier. I mean, that's a wonderful story of just really well marketing yourself. And then I've had a lot of success working with people that are kind of on that late X or early boomer mentality, that were raised with social media, that they need to be super buttoned up and never share anything personal about themselves. But let me tell you what, recruiters remember you because of the unique things that you put in your about section or in your resume.
Yep, that's so true. You have to stand out from the crowd because you got over 500,000 users on LinkedIn, and what are you doing to stand out from the crowd?
Yeah. 3 calls, an email.
Yeah, 3 calls, an email, and you give
And
up.
then just like target, you know, one, being super specific about the organizations that you're targeting, not going the spray and pray route that we talked about earlier, but being very intentional and really teaching people how to reverse engineer. If they want to work for that specific company, they need to try, you know, these different strategies to get in front of those recruiters and hiring managers and find their leadership voice to help us get to know you, so you are top of mind when we have that account manager position or that financial analyst position or whatever it may be.
I love that. Stay top of mind. So how do you stay top of mind? Like, what are some ways that you can do that if you're a job seeker? What do you do to stay top of mind?
So, I mean, I think a sustainable strategy, especially for people who aren't super comfortable with social media on LinkedIn, is strictly commenting.
Yeah.
I think there's so much power in commenting, but then I would also suggest, if they're comfortable with it, to start producing some micro content about their successes, their accomplishments, what their managers used to say about them, a project they completed. So, you know, we're processing this data, and then we're like, oh, I'm going to immediately think of Foster when I need to hire someone. And the same principle applies for job seekers.
Love that. So, Josh Ferris, this one's for you because I know you're watching online right now.
Josh
He
Ferris.
asked me a question. He came through our summit. He's creating content. He's doing a phenomenal job, by the way, Josh. You're doing a great job, man.
Big impact.
And he asked me a question. He's like, I'm getting around this many views, and I'm trying to just take it a step up. I want to just, you know, a goal for me this month is to get, and I love that. He's like, I got a goal and everything. And I said, okay, well, big thing that you can do is pre-post and after your post, what you want to do is hop in the comments.
Yep.
Okay, so before you even post, go comment on a bunch of people's stuff for like 30 minutes, okay? And make sure it's, it could be companies that you're looking at. It could be recruiters that you're trying to get conversations with. Go comment on a bunch of people's content for 30 minutes. Then post, okay? Then after your post, right, is going, you want to do the same thing, right? You want to just start commenting. The algorithm's picking up all of that activity, and you're going to get more views. It takes a little work. It takes work.
So a little work takes a little time.
It does, but that's the easiest way that I've experienced since I started being super active on the platform back in November. Was my commenting strategy is really what gave my post traction. So I've noticed now, because I'm coaching more and commenting less, that my views are down because I'm not spending as much time. But it's all about the law of reciprocity. Like, if we give to others and we support other people, whoop, whoop.
Boom.
Thank you. You guys almost had it.
This is like, what's the game?
Shuffleboard, where you scoot them out.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I decided y'all need to make this table a magnet and then get the mics that then they stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, we need to make it a dartboard, and it needs to be a target.
Heck
and we need to
yes.
get a bullseye. Well, this is the bullseye. I mean, that's the bullseye. So.
I love that, though. I
mean,
that's
giving to
what we're talking about,
others.
reciprocity,
I like these ideas. Guys, listen, job seekers, I've been doing this a long time. I'm an old man, okay? Let's just establish that now. Okay, now that we got that established.
Good job, father.
Listen, my father, the real job father, you know what I'm saying? Said, boy, if you want to learn how to do something, go hang out with the people that do it. Now, when you're hanging out with the people that do it, you're developing something. And job seekers, what do I always talk about? I want to see what you guys are going to say in the text here.
Relationships.
Oh man,
Mark gave it away.
Oh man,
Mark, you always got to do that. Always got to do that. Okay, so
Mark
all right,
gave it
we had
away.
another mic drop moment. Okay, we had another mic drop moment.
What was the
I
answer?
got all serious.
What was the answer?
You got it.
No, the woodchuck. They want to know.
Five.
It was
But
five.
why?
Oh, okay.
Why
Holly said
five?
Why
five.
five? Just because I said it's because it's 5. That's what it is. Ask Holly; she knows. It's 5. That is
'Cause
the
he
answer.
says.
This game is rigged.
Where's
That is
Mr.
it.
Morgan?
I feel like Will Ferrell. That is
Oh, there he is over there.
Yeah.
So 5 was the answer, and I think if I look back, and I'll have to go back, we'll review this. Okay.
We'll audit.
But I was looking for it. Holly put it first, but she's not looking for employment, so we'll give it to the next person who is.
This show is ridiculous.
I know it's all rigged.
I got a T-shirt for Holly.
But
love
Josh Ferris actually did go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way to 100.
Are
He
they
did the
saying
Price is Right. So Josh, that's 2 for 2
Are
today.
they saying relationship?
Josh Ferris, I'm gonna give that to you. Let's do another one.
All right,
Okay.
I got a Career BFF T-shirt for the next one, and then I got one more really big one.
Okay, Career BFF T-shirt. All right, so the first person, you have to have done this, and I can check. I can see it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and review. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? I want you to put #subscribed in the comments if you have
Oh,
subscribed.
you better
So the
go.
first person who has subscribed and can put that in the comments will get you that T-shirt.
And
How about
Holly
that?
and Hope, you guys don't count.
I subscribed.
They count. They get extra love. All right, let's see.
The H squared.
And then we got something else. What you said we had something else?
All right, so I offer a package of 45 days of job search strategy support, which is I spread it out over 7 weeks, one-on-one for an hour at least. So for your next really good question, no woodchuck questions.
No, woodchuck
Yeah.
Come on.
Then I will
Come on,
be
son.
happy to support a job seeker for 7 weeks, every week for 1 hour.
Now that's
With all
valuable.
of their
Now
help.
that's
Yeah.
valuable.
Incredible. Yep, that's a lot of time. Do you have a question?
Do I have a question? Well, I think what we could go on based on what I said earlier. What did I say is a feasible LinkedIn strategy?
A feasible LinkedIn strategy.
When I was talking about social media, and if there was only one thing that you
Yeah,
could do
there's
on
only
LinkedIn,
one thing you can do on
and that
LinkedIn.
you were comfortable with, what would that be?
Okay.
Put that in the #comments.
So whoever gets that first, then they can be my career BFF.
The back's like, oh, okay, I see what you did. Put that in the #comments.
I love it.
Okay, so first we have Kathy Bayfield.
Keke Byfield.
Byfield. I love
she's
Kathy.
got #subscribe. So Kathy, I'm gonna go review, and if you have some #subscribe to our YouTube page, boom, you're gonna get that T-shirt. Okay.
Booyah.
The next one is, let's see what we got here. I'm still waiting for our next answer.
Supposedly my babysitter and my daughter are watching right now, too.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out to Cha-Cha,
Hey,
my
Cha-Cha.
daughter, Charlotte.
How old is Charlotte?
She is 11 going on 18.
Cha-cha, baby, cha-cha.
I call her Cha-Cha and Chocolate.
Oh, I got a 3-year-old going on 18.
Oh, just wait.
Oh, yeah, he's not lying.
Ooh.
All right,
right, who
so
won?
Greg, okay. I'm gonna see if you can take this answer because I got it coming in from Greg Bailey. I'm gonna see if you like it. #reciprocity. I can't say it. Reciprocity.
You did. You got it. You got it.
That wasn't what I was looking for.
that
I'm
wasn't
going to
what you
be
were looking for?
tough because
Be
I'm.
tough, be tough.
Part of what my clients say is I hold them accountable.
Laura Van Camp, #commenting.
Yes,
All
there you go,
right,
Laura.
Laura
Good
Van
job.
Camp.
LVC, what's up out there in the other state? What state is Laura Van Camp in? Wait a minute. She's
Kansas
in St.
City?
Louis
Kansas.
or Kansas City. isn't she?
Perfect.
Kansas. Well, Kansas could be Missouri or Kansas, I guess.
I don't know.
Kansas City.
Wow.
Where you at, Laura?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Okay,
Perfect.
so Laura Van Camp, you got this program.
Career BFF, 45 days of job search support.
Boom.
All
Love
Yes.
that.
all that.
Love that.
Congratulations. Yes, yes, yes.
Anything else that you want to plug or share with the audience?
Well,
Words
the
of
one thing we
wisdom?
were going to I wanted to share about was like proactive career planning. I think we're all like super focused on job seekers that are unemployed or in unhealthy situations. And I just want to
Right.
encourage everyone to, continually do that self-assessment about where you are in your career, where you want to be, like what was shared earlier, what are your passions, your volunteer work, and how does that align with the next 2, 5, 7, 10 years that you're looking to move forward. It's kind of like the analogy of healthy eating and dieting, right? So proactive career planning is healthy eating and dieting versus binge dieting, right? When you're looking for a job, you're like binge dieting, and then you get the job and, you stop eating healthy and exercising, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Or you could think about like gardening. You planted the seed and now you have to keep nourishing it, pruning it, like taking care of it, and the same applies to your career.
Yeah,
I love that. It's like I think of it as the best defense, right, is a good offense.
Right.
And if you are on the offense, like looking at your next play,
yes,
right, what your next move is going to be, like it doesn't matter if the company lets you go. You're like, oh, okay, well, I'm already working on.
Yeah, I was already on the way out anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's always just thinking, 3 to 5 steps ahead of where you want to be. Like I think about my days waitressing, that it would be like, okay, what do I have to do next? I have to drop a check, get water, tell someone about the specials, whatever it may be. But I was always thinking 3 to 5 steps ahead of where I was. And I think the same thing applies for your career. Like, be present, do your job really well, and, make the company proud and support your family, do what you need to do. But also be thinking about, like, I'm not necessarily going to be here forever. And what are my safety nets? And that's why going back to LinkedIn and continuing to network every day, all the time is so important, because you never know when that rug's going to get pulled out from underneath you.
It's all about
who
you know, and it's all about LinkedIn, and it's all about Anna and barbecue. It's all about Anna Morgan
and chocolate eclairs.
Guys, we gotta get out of here before they shut us down.
That's
here.
right.
But guys, that's the show. It's all about
who you know.
Woo! Bye.
Bye.